What's good, y'all? Yes, it has been a very long time, but as you can see, I have made numerous channel and personal upgrades. I hope you can appreciate all of them, all that I want to speak about and all that I don't, because who cares about me? Because we're not here to talk about me. We're here to talk about Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion and WAP. I gotta say, I'm gagged. It's not that Cardi and Meg working together is what gags me, because it's not. I think that they should work together, and I love that they're working together because, to be honest, we've seen the other thing and I'm bored. What I am really gagged about is that Cardi would come back with Meg as the first single back from over a year of hiatus, when I said that the only reason why Press was put out while her label situation wasn't right was because of Meg, because Meg was heating the streets up. So to see you come back with your competition is a little bit crazy. And then I had to sit and think about it and say, well, what form of warfare is this? Because I was making the mistake that a lot of us are making that says combine hip hop and rap, and we have to stop. Hip hop and rap are no longer the same thing, because the problems that we run into with rappers, we ain't running into with Cardi B. And the number one problem that I will say that we have with rappers that we don't have with Cardi B, because she's not a rapper, is she don't have an ego. So where a rapper would go, I absolutely am not working with my competition. I absolutely am going to step on that person's neck, his or hers, regardless. Rappers beef, they compete. They want it. They want to be better than. Rappers do that. But as hip hop and pop culture become more homogenous, those lines don't really matter. And because Cardi's not a rapper, but she very much is hip hop, we can get this, because that ego as a rapper is gone. Nicki and Kim won't go and work together because they didn't see eye to eye on who was going to be the top dog. They tried it twice, but it was never just Nicki and Kim like this. Even then, Drake, Kendrick, Cole, as they get older and they're starting to package up their legacies, we ain't seeing them mix. You know what I'm saying? It was cute when they was young, but as they get older to fight for who's going to be Hove, they ain't fucking with each other. So a lot of things are going on right now as far as hip hop and rap goes, and Cardi has the drop on the rest of them because she's not a rapper, so she's not playing y'all silly little pride games, and I love it. So to some extent, does it seem like a can't beat 'em, join 'em effort? Yeah, and at first I was like, that's whack, I don't respect it, but now knowing she's not a rapper, I see it. Cardi and Meg working, that's fine for me. She knows what the streets want. She knows what people are asking for, and she's just gonna keep giving it. And regardless of her own level of execution via lyricism, which we'll get to, I think that despite that, once again, she's so good at everything else, can't really matter. Let's now get into Meg, because bigger than Cardi, this is a big time for Meg, because this is coming right off of the heels of one of the craziest stories I've never heard, because we still haven't heard the story as to what happened in that vehicle, as to how Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez are in a vehicle and Megan Thee Stallion ends up with both feet shot. Now, if it was an accidental situation, you can see how a stray bullet gets to one place, but both feet says, hey, you ain't gonna run. And I know, okay, fine, let's say the word allegedly. We're gonna say allegedly, since everybody is so afraid. Because how I feel about it is, if quarantine never happened and quarantine radio never happened, and whoever Tory Lanez went into business with first, like after quarantine radio, because he just sold it, and I don't know who he sold it to, that's who's being protected, because they're putting money behind Tory. Tory was independent right before quarantine, and if this happened with somebody who's independent, there ain't no protections. I don't think it's Tory who's being protected. I think somebody's investment is being protected, and black women always have to hold the bag for that. So now Meg just has to act like what happened didn't happen, while everyone else gets to silently go, well, we don't know what happened. Nigga, yes you do. Yes you do. Yes you do. Yes you do. And if Tory didn't come out and say what didn't happen, then I'm pretty sure we know what did. Because I need to be clear before we start bumping Tory Lanez again, because a lot of hip hop, they want the music over anything. They're going to coast on the intentionally vague nature of what was released. And I don't believe in that. So for me personally, I just can't get with it, because it seems like we're being forced along on purpose so that way Tory can keep working to make somebody money, and I'm just not fucking with it. I don't know. Nope. Not for me personally. I still want to know what happened, and I respect Meg's privacy, and I don't understand why she, is not pressing charges, but that's not my choice. But to give Tory the money to put bullets in a gun to shoot somebody else is my choice, and I'm not giving him the money until I know what he's doing with it, and that's a fact. So somebody got to say something to me and should have to say something to y'all, because y'all look very ready to stream. What's poppin'? Brand new whip got options. Huh, I'm shopping. No, I don't want no Tory verses until I know how that happened to Meg and what we about to do with you. So I can't help but feel like WAP is unfair to the scandal, but then I also feel like the scandal is unfair to WAP because I feel like Meg's dignity and work should be able to exist in the same room. She shouldn't have to be a victim and not be able to work, but she shouldn't have to be able to work and not hold somebody accountable for a traumatic experience. And for some reason, those two things are not being put into a room, and I just don't like the subconscious subtext of throwing sexual pleasure over trauma. That sounds nasty, and it happens too often, and I'm not into it. But anyway, let's talk about the actual WAP. Let's talk about the song, please. The song itself. Now, here's the deal, buddy. I genuinely feel like Meg Thee Stallion was called in like the Avengers on this. Like, hey, we know you rap with a lot of words, and we have a song here with someone who ain't got shit to say. Please save it. And I believe Meg went in there and went in between an already existing song and put her verses, just talking about sex, which did round the song out, which did create a dichotomy that says, okay, Cardi goes slow and Meg goes fast. That's not intentional. That has to do with skill level, because Cardi B is still garbage as a rapper. That is just a fact. I will never, as a person who loves rap, I love hip hop, which is why I love Cardi, but I also love rap. No, I'm not gonna sit here. Listen here, if I have to do a Cardi B lyric breakdown, this is gonna be the shortest video you've ever seen from me. I ain't doing it. But what we are gonna do is discuss why this song, whenever Cardi's rapping, if you can call it that, sounds like a child's book at Jeffrey Epstein's house. It's just a little bit too Dr. Seuss to be that clear cut. At least Meg is giving me ups and downs and arounds and is making you think, did she just say that or whatever? Cardi is just like very plainly reading out sex directions. And although it's great, it's not rap. It's just not rap. It's not rap. I don't care what you say. It's not rap. We don't have a problem with sex in hip hop, but we do love rap, and that ain't rap. Ain't no rhyme, no alliteration, no double entendre. Maybe a metaphor, but like not enough. The whole song just kind of reminds me of, you ever seen that video of Jocelyn Hernandez when she was in the studio on Uppers, Downers, and In-Betweeners?
No, bitch, I guess this money, I'll fuck you all night and let you come in my tummy. Yeah, I said it deep down in my gut. Where that dick at, nigga? I wanna fuck.
Now, if you were to put a fire beat behind that, that's pretty much what you're gonna get. And I want to be very clear. This song does not come out if Meg is not on it. This was very much a bone to Cardi B. Like, now, Meg needs the look. Meg needs to be seen in the light, which a lot of people are doing now. It's about optics. It's about who you can be seen near. That's what the whole versus thing is. And to be seen in a specific light, Meg does have to allow people to come to their own volition that she's better at this than Cardi, but also take the look, because Cardi is giving her the look. Like, Cardi's the star, the bigger star. I mean, you can try to say that Instagram doesn't matter, but it does. That's all people use to determine how popular you are and how much they should like you. And the reality of the situation is, in that situation, even though talent is what it is, in popularity and pull, Cardi will always have the drop over most. And also because people don't understand, if you're signed to another label, Cardi B is the biggest artist on an entire label as a female rapper. No one else gets that piece of chicken from a building. You know, Universal has Ariana Grande and Drake. They don't care when Cash Doll drops. But when Cardi comes to Atlantic and says, I need Meg Thee Stallion and you need the budget for it, they get it for her. Not to mention that contract got nice and ironed out, and I was also right about her, and realizing I don't want to talk about all the things I was right about because that is just... Anyway, another video. But yeah, let's get into Meg. Meg just does her thing. Meg really comes to work. Meg has a catalog all her own that's just so unique, and it's just so, she has a lot of good records for someone who's a new artist and doesn't technically have an album, although you know how I feel about that as well. But like, She has a lot of records that are good. I don't see myself listening to this record, but if it was a better song, I would listen to Meg's part of this record. That's a fact. How do I say this? You go to a sushi restaurant. You ever been to a fancy sushi restaurant? Many of you probably haven't because broke, but let's say you have, right? Let's say you have. And the sushi chef is putting together your sushi. You're like, yeah, I like that. But then you see him pull out a poop and you're like, oh, that's crazy. And you see him dicing it up and he's rolling it up with everything else you like, the salmon. He's rolling it up with the spicy mayo. He's got the crunch. He's got the nori, the rice. You're like, oh, it's about to be crazy. And he serves it up to you. You're like, wow, this sushi chef is an artisan. He did an amazing thing with this poop. Look what he turned this poop into. I'm still not gonna eat it. It's still a poop. I'm sorry, it's still a poop. It's a very pretty poop. It's still a poop. For me, if it's not good rap, it's still a poop. So it's like, even if I can hear it and not be offended by it or listen to it, or I can't assign it credit that it don't get from me. And that's my thing, is like, in the delineation between rap and hip hop, even if I can listen to it, it don't make me give it the credit that I'm looking for in the people that I want to see at the forefront of hip hop. And Cardi can't be that for me because she's not a rapper. But what she is a skilled collaborator. She's a curator. She's an energy. There's nobody on that set that had anything negative to say about Cardi. Everybody's saying how amazing she was and how people felt confident in coming to her and offering suggestion. That's why she has the best team. It's because she's not a rapper. Because rappers come with ego. Ego kills everything, and Cardi don't have ego, and she's a Libra. I don't really know what people want me to say, man. Let's get into the criticism of WAP. Because now I'm just like, of course, I cannot believe we're having this conversation about parenting. We've done it with Kim. We did it with Trina. We've done it with Nicki. I think they tried to do it with Eve back when they were trying to make Eve that girl. Here's my thing. Raise your own kids. Like, they're your kids. They're not my kids. They're not Nicki's kids. They're not Cardi's kids. I get it. But at the same time, I don't care. Like, your children are your children's business. In my opinion, Cardi B has never made a song that children need to be listening to, or had a subject matter that kids need to be listening to. And Meg Thee Stallion, I ain't never heard a song that a kid need to be listening to. Not once. So I'm just like, I don't parent your kids. And to every loser, just everyone that talks about WAP that's a loser and you can tell is a loser, or a guy that talks about WAP who's a loser, you could tell he's a loser. You already know how intimidated these people are by black women's sexuality. And that's just too bad. I see a lot of people also saying really nasty things like, oh, I think, Cardi really got the WAP, but I think Meg is a dude. Hey, calling black women men is a microaggression. Watch yourself before you get knocked out, because ain't nothing manly about Meg. There's just nothing manly about you. And it's like, if you were to tell me that when Cardi and Meg worked together, that this is the song that would come out, I would believe you. They're both girls who make brands over sticking their tongues out. It's not the subject matter that bothers me, it's the skill level. Like, the subject matter is fine. Do it again. Do 12 of them. And that's part of the allure of hip hop, is black women being that audacious. It's amazing. It's the best thing on the planet, which is why I put together a playlist full of songs that I grew up with that changed and raised me, which is why I'm here sitting here today, a proponent of this culture, of this subject matter. I've always loved it. I always will love it. And y'all are gonna respect it. All of these women have done it a long time, but I feel like there's no lineage of it in hip hop, because women grow older and then women are told that, like, sexual nature, like, this is something to be ashamed of, and then they don't want to perform these songs. Like, I remember when I was a kid watching Salt and Pepper, and Salt saying, like, she changed and joined the church and has kids and she don't want to perform Shoop and What a Man and Push It and things like. I'm like, that's what we need. You guys can't get older and abandon us, because, like, and I understand, but we need to change society so these women don't have to feel like they can't carry on the lineage. So that way we can stop having these conversations. Like, I'm so annoyed. Like, I don't want to talk about this anymore. So I put together a whole Spotify playlist. It's called BPE WAP Edition. All songs inspired by WAP. Songs full of subject matter that has nothing to do with children. So please keep your kids away from this playlist, because we, the grown folk who grew up on this content, are gonna have a great time listening to it. It's our business. Grown folks' business, all right? The TikTok generation don't get this. They don't know the fear of when you're a child would look back at me on your iPod and it's on shuffle. And you don't know when it's there, because Trina doesn't pause before she says, I got an ass so big like the sun. Hope you got a mouth for a dick and want to run. And you got to be like, oh no, my mother. Like, you don't know that pain. Alright, shut up. And then to top it off, we have all the celebrity cosigns. We have Kylie Jenner just randomly showing up with no emotion behind her eyes. I just think that Kylie Jenner, just because you're hot don't mean you're sexy. I mean, I didn't get WAP from that. Like, she could have been a lamp. Like, the way she was looking, there was nothing behind her eyes. There's no come hither. There's no smolder. There's nothing. She just kind of looking at me, and I'm looking back at her like, what can I do you for? Rosalia, who I don't know. So glad you guys told me who that was. Then we've got Normani, who comes with a whole other set of problems. My biggest set of problems that I really feel like them marks on the stage were whooping Normani's ass. Like, you could tell there were just X's on the floor, and she really wasn't moving because she was just kind of rotating around. Like, you ever seen that that video of that granny that was just kind of like doing that dance, like just hitting that? It's kind of what it looked like. It was like, thanks, but I didn't really. It wasn't an 8 count. It was just, she looked really nice, but she was just kind of spinning around like she was in a music box. I just feel like if that was Tinashe would have been on the ceiling in between. She would have fissured into about 12 of herself like a Saberman. And then we've got Mulatto and Ruby Rose, who both have better joints than this out right now. And Lotto, what Lotto did with MUWAP, we gonna have to come back and talk about MUWAP because MUWAP is a bit audacious. It's just a bit audacious, and it's just a bit too good for me to act like the audacity won't maybe deserved. I like that. And then Uzo Aduba. Great. Cool. So, all in all, man, this just made me feel like Nicki, Kim, look what y'all did, man. I know. But like, Nicki, Kim, we wanted this from you. It would have been better from you. From one person who can really rap and the other person who can pay people who can really rap. It would have been legendary. I just feel like that this moment can never scratch the itch that I have. But it will make sure that the kids of the future don't have the same itch that I have. Because I will always have a void in that Nicki, Kim spot. Because we love them both, and it's good to see that these kids will never have to think, damn, I really love Cardi, oh, I really love Meg, and like, we'll never see them together. My only thing is now, VMAs is weird. Cardi's gonna fuck the VMAs up, because she's a pop star before she's not a rapper, she's a hip hop, she's a pop star, she's gonna fuck the VMAs up. If she gets a VMAs performance, we're in trouble. But my only thing is with Meg's healing, I don't know how much she can do, I don't know how much she wants to do, and I don't want to push her to do something because Meg is still healing. And that's just, it's awful. She was just in a domestic violence incident for all that we know. I just pray for her physical and her emotional well-being, because before I start thinking about what I'm gonna get from Meg, I really want to think about what Meg needs, bro. I'm scared because this ain't good. She was on the internet crying that she has no parents and she's so young. And then before you know it, y'all throw out WAP and she gotta promote it. I don't feel like the conversation she was just having has ended. So I don't want to silence it for her. I want her to have a place to talk about it. But it's getting too hot in this room, so I'm gonna wrap this video up. What I love about Cardi is she's a collaborator. She's coachable. Clearly she's developed the best team because she knows she don't know shit. So when she doesn't know shit, she brings in the people who know the shit, and then she learns. Like, I can see her learning from Meg and moving forward with a piece of maybe what Meg was able to bring to the table the same way Meg did with Cardi. That is mutual exchange right there. We all take from each other. We learn from each other. We get money together. That's the creative world I want to live in from now on. I don't want to live in the other one. I want to live in the creative world that Cardi B is fostering, where you can have confidence in your abilities and in somebody else's. I do believe in competition, but I also believe in collaborating, and I believe that there's a world where both of those things exist. So I do love WAP, but I also want to keep in mind that we have a responsibility as hip-hop to preserve rap, which means when you see the girls that actually rap, when you see the girls that get busy, don't homogenize the girls who maybe aren't the best rappers but that are great pop stars, and don't group them with the girls who maybe are trying to rap, because that's gonna stop women who really want to rap from valuing the journey. Like, it's gonna be like, why is it so hard? Like, fuck it, you know what I mean? And it doesn't need to be that way. So in my opinion, I want both things. I want rappers and I want Cardi's. I want both. She could have just folded and said, I don't know, put Offset on it, and it would have been way less iconic. And instead, she threw the bone to the girl she knew had it. And that created an iconic pop culture moment. It's a small choice to put your ego away and to call the person to make it what it needs to be. It's not always about it being the best song that it is. That pop culture needs moments. And I've always been saying that pop culture needs moments. It's up for the grabs, it's up for the taking. So, Cardi created another moment. And I'm proud of that. But I still want rappers. Because this ain't a rapper. Meg's a rapper. But I'm gonna need some rap. But if this is her lane, I'm alright with that. And I don't want rap from Cardi. I just want to see more girls rap. I want to see more guys rap. I want to see more rap. You know, I get hip hop and I love hip hop, but I also love rap. And rap's gotta get better because this is not good rap. So I leave confused. Everything I say is true. Is it a great song? Absolutely. And is it a horrible song? Abso-fucking-lutely. And who can make you feel that way besides a Libra? So take from whatever this was what you will. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I'm sweating like Aretha Franklin in heaven. I must turn on my air conditioner. If there's anything else that you guys want to see from me, please don't let me know because I probably will not oblige by your wishes because I got things to do and someone to be and following my nose as to how to grow the fuck up. But I will tell you, I'll be back soon. Please go check out that playlist called BPE. It's a good playlist. I've been bopping to it. Actually, I got ready to film this video off of some BPE. It's a really good hip-hop lesson in sexuality, knowing that it's not only not going anywhere, but it's always been here. Anyway, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. If not, talk to your inner child, okay? I'm busy. And I'll talk to you guys later. Deuce.